Okay, the next upcoming assignment is going to be to finish this 5-2 practice worksheet. So you're going to have to do numbers 11 through 28, and those are going to be due later this week. Just check your Google Classroom to see the exact date on those. So what I want to do is just give you a few hints, things that on the last quiz I saw that some people were doing wrong. Also just kind of give you some hints so that you can work through them. My plan is to kind of take a look at the first page and look at a few of those for today, and then maybe tomorrow I'll send you out some of the ones on the next 2 pages. But I do, again, want you to try them all by yourself first. So I'm just going to kind of give you some hints. So for number 11, if you choose to work on the left-hand side, this is just a reminder that instead of using 1 over secant times tangent, to make this into just a monomial that's not a fraction, when secant moves to the numerator, it just becomes cosine. When tangent moves to the numerator, it becomes cotangent. So again, this is only if you wanted to work on the left-hand side of this. That may be how you start it. If not, you can work on the right-hand side, and you're going to end up with 2 values that you have to add together. So think LCD. I need to find a common denominator. Okay. For number 12, we worked on a lot of these so far. So when I have 1 minus cosine theta, hopefully you're already thinking, multiply the numerator and denominator by 1 plus cosine theta. Okay. Now, we know the denominator becomes 1 minus cosine squared theta because that was the whole point in doing this. A lot of times I tell you not to multiply the numerator out. I say do not distribute. However, in this case, that's probably not going to help us because there are no signs in the numerator. We know that 1 minus cosine squared becomes a sine squared. That only helps us if we have a sign in the numerator that we can divide out, which we don't in this case. So my hint to you here is to FOIL the numerator. Okay. Number 14, similar to this problem here, take a look at this second fraction. Okay, 1 plus sine theta and this 1 plus sine theta do not cross out. That is a mistake a lot of people made on that quiz. You cannot divide a numerator and a denominator when you're adding fractions. That only works when you're multiplying them. So do not just cancel those out. You're going to have to start this the same way we started up here. Okay, so hopefully you're thinking 1 minus sine theta. Okay. Now, in this case, I would not distribute that numerator. Another reason is if you distribute this cosine, you're going to end up with cosine times sine. When you distribute, that's not anything that we can, it's not a trig identity. I can't do anything with that, so I don't want that. Okay, so that's a hint on that problem. And then numbers 15 and 16, I think very simple. You're just using some simple trig identities. So there's your help on some of the problems from 11 to 16.